Hey yo, it's your boy. What's up, y'all, man? And this is not a normal Hot Box STL show here, man. I just wanted to tap in and I just wanted to tap in and touch on a topic that's very sensitive, especially in the black community, because I hate to say it, and I'm not speaking for everybody when I say this, but mental health is like almost a normality for the black community. We kind of look at it like, oh, just crazy. But, it's affecting so many people, and a lot of people don't like to talk about it, especially in business. And that's the reason I'm doing this, because I was just watching, shout out to Nori, shout out to Revolt, shout out to DJ FN. I was just watching the Drink Champs with Lil Wayne. Shout out to the GOAT, Lil Wayne. And, everybody know my situation. Know I suffer with epilepsy. I have seizures. And so does Lil Wayne. And I see a lot of similarities in him that I see in myself. A lot of things he dealing with. And watching this Drink Champs interview today, it really put things in perspective for me. I mean, I don't know that man, obviously, but just me watching as a fan from the outside, and just watching his interview, and they was asking him, he was speaking about not knowing who 21 Savage was, and not knowing who QC was that the Migos signed to, and just how he explained himself and move his hands, and how you could see his eyes, how he thinking when you asking him something, how he, that's just all come from seizures, man, and I deal with those same issues, you know what I'm saying, and he, he was just, in business, you gotta say, oh, I didn't know who 21 Savage was, I just be so busy, oh, I don't know who this artist was, and that is true, that is true, I don't, you don't catch a lot of artists all the time, but I can just tell that, not saying it's a cover up, and I'm not trying to, by no way, blast Lil Wayne, because him having seizures is public and what he's dealing with. So, I'm just saying, I know that when you in business, sometimes you have to say things to cover up things. And I hate that shit when it comes to mental illness, man. And and my heart go out and I support anybody that's dealing with mental illness, especially artists, man, because it's so hard, and yeah, man, in the black community, we we have family members who might have mental illness problems, and we just they just crazy. I watched it as a kid with some of my uncles, and now that I'm older, I hate that I treated them the way I treated them, cause now I understand. You know what I'm saying? And man, my prayers go out to Lil Wayne, man, and everybody dealing with mental illness. Like I said, epilepsy is so. Let me explain something to you. I've been doing music since I was 9 years old. I've been professionally doing it since I was 14. That's, recording, putting out albums. I always had a manager, Since I was 13, 14, I had somebody to handle my business. And you got to think, these was the days where it wasn't no computer where you can be self-made and be your own boss. and not saying I couldn't have been my own boss then, but back then, you get a manager, they take the act, they try to get you a record deal. That's just how it was. And, you know, that was 1995. We talking 2020 now, where you got the internet, and things get a little different, you know. And with me, shout out to my parents and the whole village that helped raise me. They raised a very smart young man. I love to read, you know, articulate, assertive, very, very smart young man. Not, a genius, nothing like that, but just very worldly and open and approachable, just a smart young man. But when I was diagnosed with epilepsy in 2014, man, my mom passed in 2013. My dad passed in 2009. I lost my grandpa in 2010. And epilepsy hit in 2014, and it just changed me, man. And, not even talking about the meds they give you. So, I'm taking these meds and I'm noticing my personality changing, It's hard for me to function. I'm working a job, I'm complaining about moving up, and I finally get this chance to move up. Then boom, epilepsy just took over me, man, to where the people that's believing in me, I can't do the simplest things. And it's not only is this strange to them, imagine how I'm feeling. I'm like, what the hell is going on? Like, I can't even follow simple instructions. And your family and friends, it take them a minute. I used to be mad at people, but I get it now. Because it takes them a minute to understand, like, what's going on? Like, I know you. You know better. But then you got to say to yourself, he know better. Something has to be wrong. And this shit just changed my life, man. It just, it slowed me down so bad, but I can't stop. Because if you stop, you're going to go into a dark place, man, and it's so dark and cold. And that dark, cold place is where I've been watching as a fan with Lil Wayne, and it's ugly, and I can see it in his face and his hair and his, how he talks, and, how we put other people before us, and we praise everybody else, and that's just because we're so, man, it's crazy, man. My heart go out to anybody that's struggling with mental illness. You got a family member that's struggling with any mental illness, man, take your time with them. Be patient. Get to understand what they really going through. You know what I'm saying? And you don't know, little things like that can really change somebody's life. It's your boy Hot Box J.